As the U.S. auto industry continues to navigate an all-electric future, one iconic automaker is finally getting their wheels in the game. I caught up with Jeep CEO Antonio Filosa outside the New York Stock Exchange as the company unveiled their first all-new, all-electric vehicle, the Wagoneer S. All right, a $25,000 Jeep coming to the U.S. very soon, says Stellantis CEO Carlos Tavares. But a new report from Goldman Sachs may tap the brakes on widespread EV adoption. Here to talk all things electric is Jeep CEO Antonio Filosa. Great to have you here outside the stock exchange, where we are joined by your first ever all-electric vehicle. Tell us about the Wagoneer S.
So this is the fastest Jeep ever. It's the first BEV Jeep globally destinated, but built in North America and designed by US designers. It's got 300 miles plus of range, 0-60 in 3.4 seconds, 617 pounds-feet of torque, 45 inches of displays, usable displays into interiors, talking about technology.
All right, you mentioned the interior. Let's take a look at that.
Please.
I know you said the interior is upgraded. I'm told leather is out inside the new vehicles.
Check this out, yeah.
This looks like leather. What is it?
It's eco leather. So it's basically an eco-friendly material that it has been shaped and worked to look exactly like leather. As you can touch, the touch is perfect.
It feels great. You mentioned 3.4 seconds, 0 to 60. Yeah. I noticed the marketing materials, you're taking on Tesla, not other domestic EVs, not GM, not Ford. Why Tesla?
Well, Tesla Model Y Performance is their version of high-performance Tesla Model Y, right? Tesla is the owner of the BEV space in the market, so it's an inspirational to everybody who wants to do a BEV. But in the same marketing material that you are mentioning, we have two references. One is Tesla Model Y Performance, and we show that we can be fast, 3.4 seconds. I believe they are a little bit less fast. We can have a high range, 300 plus miles. I believe that Tesla Model Y Performance has less range than that. So as a competition, we want to compete with the best that today are them, but also want to surpass ourselves. So the second reference is that you might like because you're a Jeep lover, is our Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. That was the fastest Jeep before this, and this is able to surpass that Jeep, also off-road. So that's why it's kind of competing with our great legacy while we compete with the market best today.
Let's talk about some news headlines regarding the EV and demand. Elon Musk, we mentioned Tesla. He says he doesn't like the tariffs. 4x Chinese EV imports, 100% now. Are you in favor of those tariffs?
I believe that such a huge country and a large democracy, and US has the total right to decide what they want to do institutionally on that, right? We are a global brand, and we compete in all the markets. We see some markets that stay more open, other that decide tariffs, as probably is the case, or will be the case, I don't know, of the US against Chinese offensive. Chinese offensive to us is working interestingly because it is kind of inspirational. It's forcing the market, being a Jeep part of the market, to go even more competitive on price. Again, this one is very competitive price for all the value that this car has and the size that this car has. And the other one is what Carlos Tavares asked us to do, which is the 25,000 Jeep BEV. But in the next 12 months, we have 3 cars like that coming, right? We have the Jeep Wagoneer S, the Jeep Recon, and then the third Jeep that is a mainstream Jeep, kind of substitutional of the Cherokee that we don't have anymore.
A couple questions overall about demand. Last year, 7.6% of all new cars were EVs. This year, they think about 10.
Yeah.
A new Goldman report says oil demand will spike until 2034 and maybe until 2040 and plateau. Has the widespread EV adoption have we been over our skis, whether it's the federal government, the state government, or even car companies? Is it slower than we all expected?
The pace of growth is there, but slower, as you said. And the US is a continental country. So you see California with a much higher adoption, and you see other parts of the country, such as the southern part of Midwest, for instance, where this adoption is lower for many reasons. Mindset of the consumer, culture, the oil industry, the infrastructure, those stuff, right? So we need to get ready for a market that is not exactly as we were thinking before. And how Jeep is getting ready. We have a strategy called freedom of choice. So we want to offer 6 powertrain systems out of the 7 existing in our range. So today in the industry, you have 7 powertrain systems. You have the IZ, you have the mild hybrid, you have the hybrid, you have the plug-in hybrid, you have the battery electric vehicles, you got the extended range, and then the fuel cell. You take out the fuel cell, all the other will be into Jeeps.
I come from a Jeep cluster of a town in Connecticut. 25% of the cars at my kids' high school are Jeep Wranglers.
I love your school.
More than 20% at the train station, which is where all the
Love
adults
your train
park.
station.
What do you make of these Jeep cluster towns around this part of the country?
First of all, I'm honored for such a love of Jeep around your town. Hopefully, we have more of that in the United States. Northeast is the biggest Jeep market in the planet. Here we have very well skilled dealers as our partner that support the brand and made this territory, Northeast, this city, New York City, and all the states around, the biggest market of Jeep in the planet. So no wonder that the numbers are so high, and hopefully the kids that go to school, they see the Jeep and they want to buy one.
Is it a post-COVID like experience shift?
Can be. Post-COVID, people decided after many months closing in their houses to trade the possession of material goods with experiencing. People know that life is short, and it's better life with the top down on a Jeep Wrangler than on a closed, other car.
I like the wind through my hair. This is the all-new Jeep Wagoneer, first ever all-electric vehicle from Jeep. He is the CEO of Jeep, Antonio Filosa. Good to see you, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.